Newspaper hats. Georgie walked through the doors that opened like curtains. "Will Grandpa remember me today?" she asked. Her father squeezed her hand and smiled. "Wait and see." Georgie and Dad walked through the corridors that twisted and turned until they came to a sky blue door. Grandpa's room was full of sunshine. His collection of old newspapers were stacked around him like tall city buildings. "Hi, Grandpa," said Georgie. Grandpa put his newspaper down. He looked into Georgie's wide eyes. "Hello there," was all he said. "Grandpa," said Georgie, "do you remember me?" Grandpa looked away and reached for a photo on his shelf. "I remember my brother and tadpoles in a can," he said, "and summer rain from thunderclouds that taste like dust." "I love the rain in the summer," said Georgie. "But do you remember me?" she asked. "I remember my mom in the kitchen," said Grandpa. "The fire was warm. She baked crusty bread and spread it with butter and honey. The honey melted all over my fingers." "I love honey and warm bread too," said Georgie. "But Grandpa, do you remember me?" The rain was hard in the jungle. The chopper blades sliced the air, and wild wind whipped through the trees. I was frightened. Georgie squeezed Grandpa. "Don't be frightened, Grandpa." "Here," said Georgie. "That's me, that's you, and that's Dad. You made me newspaper hats, remember?" Grandpa smiled. "I love newspaper hats," he said. "So do I," said Dad. "Me too," said Georgie. "Let's make them now." Flip, flap, flop, fold. When the hats were finished, Georgie, Grandpa, and Dad walked out into the garden. Georgie helped Grandpa give his hats to his friends. Mary sang, Big Bruno clapped, and the baby bouncing on Mrs. Carlton's lap giggled. Suddenly a gust of wind lifted Grandpa's hat and swept it away. "I'll get it!" Georgie cried. She jumped, she twirled, she skipped, and she ran, but she couldn't catch it. "Don't worry, Grandpa," said Georgie. "We can make you another one." "Yes," said Grandpa. "I remember how."